We are starting April with some great excitement. The roofers are going to be here today working on the barn. It will be fantastic to get that finished because it has been a very long time coming. It's also going to be really sunny this week and I can see buds appearing on the trees. That definitely feels earlier this year than last year, so I'm looking forward to the world turning green again. But I am still in the middle of proofreading my next book release, so that is where my day is going to start. Here's the barn roof right now. I am definitely hoping this looks a little bit different by this afternoon. We've got a couple of things we've been working on over the last few days. This we did at the weekend. We replaced some not very successful raised vegetable beds with a patch that will hopefully come up with wildflowers. We really don't have a garden at the moment. We are essentially living on a building site, but we are seeing what we can grow in our very small spaces. And over here, my dad has been doing some walling. There was originally a gate here which got knocked out of the way when we were bringing machinery up the hill. We're looking at the corner of the barn here, one field on this side, and we have another one around this corner. So my dad has been building up the wall head on this side. And there's another one taking shape here. This gap is going to be filled in, and on this side we will have a gate between the two fields. It has been a very busy day, but my work day is now coming to a close. I'm sitting out here on the step of the caravan because you may be able to hear the bread maker going inside. It is very noisy. It makes the entire caravan shake, so I can't film next to it. The sun has been out in full force today. It has been absolutely glorious. Just looking at the big sycamore tree in our field, I actually think some of the buds are more open now than they were this morning. Everything is really shooting into life, and that is a very lovely thing to see at this time of year. So like I said, the bread maker is on and I am just baking some scones, and then I think it is high time that I had a chance to wind down. Good morning. It is Thursday. It has been such a busy week again. A consequence of the weather being so good is that we're rushing to get lots of jobs done outside. Yesterday for me that was helping with the drystone walling. I am very much an amateur at walling, so I was helping my dad, which meant a lot of lifting heavy stones, standing around in the sun for hours on end. I actually don't mind walling. It's quite a meditative activity, but it is also quite physically tiring. I am hoping today is going to be a little bit quieter. I'm not going to be working outside for one thing. My first task is to do my hour of proofreading. That is my goal every weekday at the moment. And then I do have some day job work to do. That's going to be another hour or two depending on how I feel. And the other big task today is I really should start on some paperwork. We have reached the end of the British financial year and I have lots and lots of spreadsheets to get sorted. Thankfully, I get to simply hand them all over to our accountant and forget about them, but it is still quite a big job to get them sorted in the first place. The sun is just starting to peek through the cloud this morning. I won't say I'm raring to go, but I am ready to get started, and I am looking forward to taking things a bit easier today. I wanted to show you how the roof is getting on, but it's really hard to see from the ground because of the scaffolding. So I think maybe we will brave the ladder. I hate ladders, by the way. This is actually a really short one, but I will do it for you. Here we go. These are what we call stone slates going back on the roof. Most of these are the original ones that came off the barn with a few new additions to patch the holes. They are about an inch thick. They are sandstone. They are monumentally heavy. Some of the big ones are nearly as tall as I am, but they look so good going back on there. Really pleased with that. And now I'm going to get off this ladder. I ended up working much more than I expected to yesterday, which was fine. We are just in a busy season right now, and that is the nature of being self-employed. Our work very much comes in fits and starts. April is going to be a busy month for us, and we are now into the summer holiday season essentially. So between that and my paperwork, I had a lot to get done, and to be honest, today is going to be the same. The light at the end of the tunnel though is that Easter is on the way. My daughter is going to be off school for a couple of weeks. We don't have anything major planned, but I will probably be working much less on the barn while she is at home, which will mean spending more time with her, baking, getting outside, and I expect that to be quite restorative after the last few weeks I've had. And I am also hoping for lots more spring adventures. The weather has been absolutely beautiful this week. It is far, far better than we usually expect from March and April. We have had flawless blue skies and sunshine. It is still chilly and windy, and we are still lighting the fire morning and evening, but just to be this dry for so long is really unusual here. So we're going to keep making the most of that for as long as possible and get out into the hills whenever we can. So I hope the spring is treating you well if that is the season with you, and thank you for joining me this week. Things out there are already looking a lot greener than they were just 3 or 4 days ago, and I'm so excited to see all the trees covered in leaves again and the grass growing. So here is to a beautiful spring and summer to come. See you next time.